This second year's is the final assignment for the Film Studies unit, which will cover outcome 3 and 4 of Unit 26. So it's been given to you on the 4th of March, giving you 4 weeks until the 1st of April. It is, of course, a part of your extended diploma, the equivalent of getting 3 A-levels in creative media production. Unit 26, outcomes 3 and 4, and I am, of course, your assessor. Now, you can make sure you put your name in this box here when you submit. It really helps me. So the project's overview is this. Our friends at That's Hampshire and Face TV in particular, who helped to produce content for That's Hampshire, have asked for examples of student work of our second years, is showing a good ability to use existing material, video editing techniques, voiceover, and general compilation, curation, video editing skills. So they can offer work experience to students who can demonstrate these skills at Face TV, creating content for That's Hampshire. In the past, we've had 2 or 3 students, actually. I know Jakob in particular has done some work with Face TV. They're looking to take on people for work experience at first, but then who knows what it can grow into. Jordan Garwood, one of my former students, is employed by Face TV and has been for a long time because of a task like this that put him on their radar. So That's Hampshire and Face TV are looking over this task here. In pairs, I want you to find a new film that is coming out soon. So a new movie that is coming out soon. So literally tell me a film that you are looking forward to coming out soon, whether it be Captain Marvel, Spider-Man Far From Home, Lego Movie 2, Toy Story 4, Chapter 3, John Wick, The Lion King, Rocketman was good, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I hear some of you guys like the old Star Trek. Maybe do that one instead. What Men Want. Pet Sematary, New Mutants, Men in Black International, New Hellboy, New Joker. Tell me a film you're interested in, you're hyped for. That's the film you're going to be doing this assignment on. You're going to be looking into the publicity, marketing, advertising, and ways they engage their audience and promote that film. The way that producers read the audience using things like social media, using things like test audiences to find out what the people want. So it's in twos, in pairs. Produce a 10-minute TV piece on film audiences. First part, which is learning outcome 3, will ask you to, as I've said, look at publicity and marketing of the film. How is it advertised? Is it online? Do they care about awards? Is the premiere a big deal? Are there product tie-ins, merchandise, synergy? Are they appearing on chat shows? If so, what chat show? Why? Is that demographic important to them? Are they on YouTube? On particular YouTubers' channels? Are they appearing anywhere else in the media? If so, why? Reviews, their online presence. Tell me about this. Tell me also how the producer targets that audience of theirs, whether it be through audience research. Your work for Unit 30 Learning Outcome 1 advertising reports will help you here in terms of different types of research that goes into looking into who a film can be targeted at. How do the producers respond to their research, whether it be from social media, whether it be from analytics using social media algorithms, whether it be from actual test audiences? Once they get that research, what do they then do? How do they respond to that research? How do they target their audience? And how do they distribute so it hits the biggest possible audience? Tell me about these things. How has the producer considered the target audience during the production? With the increased amounts of teaser clips, images, social media that leaks snippets, tasters of what is to come. This is an example of how producers are considering the target audience, gauging reaction before the actual film comes out. This and the reaction to this will not be unheard in Disney Studios. So I'm interested to see how the final product looks, considering how the internet lost its mind over that. Dan Fountain likes the look of it though, don't he? Outcome 4 asks you to look at the relationship between the audiences and the films. In the age of fandom, in the age of social media, in the age of open media, where we all have ownership, it feels like, over different franchises, sequels, prequels, remakes, brands, tell me, what is the relationship between your film and the audience? Are the audience active in their spectatorship, taking part, joining in, promoting it, making fan-based artwork, sharing clips online? How do they participate? Does the audience solely engage with the media for pleasure? How do they interpret the meaning of these texts? Is it simply on a superficial escapism level, or is it deeper than that? Is there any levels of media literacy needed to enjoy these films? Are there any examples of intertextuality relating to other media texts present in the film you're looking into? What's the preferred reading in terms of Stuart Hall's theory? What's the dominant meaning, the preferred meaning that the producers want the audience to take from this film? In terms of effects and the relationship between the audiences and the films, what are the effects of the publicity, marketing, and promo on the audience in terms of how does it affect the audience? How do you think the producers are strategizing their campaign to appeal to the audience? Are they releasing things on certain days, on certain times, on certain channels, through different types of media, in a particular way to appeal to that particular audience? Tell me about the effects of this marketing and publicity. What interactivity, fandom, is there a fandom in relation to the film you've chosen? Taking the suffix fan and dom, as in like kingdom, but run by the fans, gives you all you need to know about the word fandom, I suppose. It's the sense of ownership and pride and community. Does your film have a need, or is the phrase fandom integral in any way to the film you're looking into? Does it matter? Is it inconsequential? Tell me. Interactivity, how do the fans interact with the media, the film itself? Social networking, I'm really keen to see you guys talk about this. So in your TV piece, give me print screens, screen grabs, give me screencasts of social media as exemplars of how they are doing this. Tell me what the audience are like pre and post viewing experiences, before and after. How do they engage with it before and after? And also, to end this 10-minute TV piece, tell me about the conditions of reception. So how are they receiving it typically? Streaming devices, on their devices, on the big screen? Are they pirating it? Are they sharing it in viewing parties? Is it part of any festivals? Is it available via traditionalist media in the sense of DVD and Blu-ray? How is it received? And how is it received by the audience, and how does that change their view of it? Is watching it on a mobile phone the same as watching in the cinema? What are the conditions of the reception of this film? Does it matter at all? Now, this completed 10-minute piece on film audiences will be uploaded to Classroom, of course, by the 1st of April. Now, I want you to abide by this deadline. It's really important we all meet this deadline. You've been excellent so far in keeping to it. So let's keep these standards high. Here's some links to assist and help you. Deadline 1 minute before 5 is listed here, as are the other rules. Your feedback, of course, will be here. And the grading criteria as to what pass, merit and distinction is outlined here. Distinction level learners will explain the relationship between producers and their audiences with detailed examples, and they will use subject terminology correctly and consistently. Merit level learners will explain the relationship between producers and their audiences and use subject terminology relatively sparingly, for the most part correct, and their examples will be for the most part correct. Pass level learners will be more descriptive, pointing out facts, without going into much detail beyond the facts. 1st of April is the deadline. This is the last deadline for me on the course. I'm going to be helping out with Peter and Vicky's units. So let's make it a good one. Publicity, marketing, advertising of a film that you're really looking forward to. That is what this assignment is, okay? Let's see how many of you pick. Oh well, we will see. Okay, any questions, let me know.